Masai Ujiri, if you think about how many connections that he has
Yeah.
through his years, his decades of experience in the NBA, it's not like you're bringing in a Nico Harrison who had never worked in basketball before. Masai Ujiri has relationships with not only other coaches, but with other, executives, with just people, scouts, whatever it is, not only across this country, but he also has significant ties to Europe. You think about like his evaluation process of a head coach. Obviously, he could see Jason Kidd's body of work, but he is somebody who has connections and has the wherewithal and the basketball IQ and acumen to know what he's looking for specifically and who is going to be Jason Kidd's replacement. And then, oh, by the way, the connections to not only evaluate them himself, but vet them through other people.
Yeah. But, I mean, we are all still couching this within the round of the Luka trade. It is, it's hard not to, because for better or worse, whether he was involved or not, Kidd was here for that. Mike, I thought it was telling, though, that Masai was asked about that directly and it had nothing to do with it, based off of what Masai is letting us
if we can call up SOT 8, it certainly sounds like, anyway, according to Masai Ujiri, the trade itself was not part of the evaluation.
Honestly, that trade has played no part in how I've thought about, anything. These decisions were made, before. I'm in no position to criticize or blame or even, really investigate, some of the things that happened then. I've said it and I made it very clear. It's something that we have to find healing and move from, and that's my job. I have to be that transition from where we are as an organization, as fans, as media, as anything you want. We have to figure out a way, to slowly move on from this, and I have to hold, myself accountable for doing this. And so, no, it did not play any part, in how I thought about this and making this decision.
It may not have played a role because I think a lot of it was probably baked into, hey, this is my team now.
Right.
I'm going to make the decisions. You wanted to be the guy that was making the decisions. You're not going to be. That's probably why you want to leave. It's why I think I need you to leave, and we're going to go our separate ways, and we're going to both, run separate organizations going forward. I do think it is part of, though, why they did need the new slate that he talked about, and for him to vocalize, I need to be that transition.
Yeah.
I think that is the most actionable part of that entire soundbite. He feels the responsibility of, I need to press this organization forward. We need to move on from the fact that this thing happened and enter a completely new era for this organization.
Yeah, I mean, whether he likes it or not, whether he knows it or not, he as a person is embodying so much when it comes to basically this new era of the Dallas Mavericks. The last couple of years have been tumultuous, to say the least. They've also been just up and down even before the trade. You think about 2022 when they made it to the conference finals, then they follow that up with being back in the lottery. They follow that back up with an NBA finals appearance. You're like, what is going on? Every season felt like it was, a whole new experience for Mavericks fans. There's been such a lack of consistency. You layer arguably the worst trade in sports history on top of all of that, and the face of those last 5 years in Jason Kidd, whether it's fair to him or not, he embodies that period of time, whereas Masai now embodies what will hopefully be, like I said, basically clean start forward in a new era of this franchise.